everyone. And by the way, do you want to see the John Cena cells fighting back against the tragic bacteria and the epic viruses? This is gonna be not the fight of the year, the fight of our life. This is the first part on the episodes about COVID-19, and together we will explore the nature of cells, bacteria, and viruses and how they interact, fight with each other. Let's get started! Cells, as you can see here, are just yellow square Lego blocks, and in the inside they have a lot of DNA. If you unroll it, it's really rolled up tight. It would be over 2 meters long, a little over 2 meters long. Then there's that's inside of a nucleus, and that's with some other cellular structures is in nucleoplasm or cytoplasm, which is some jelly for everything the cell needs to take place. And then an outer and inner membrane on that, and there's nucleopores or holes. And bacteria, as denoted by this green Lego square block, have a tail, most of them, for swimming. So the tail goes like this, for swimming inside of our bodies. And then there are another layer, envelope, and there are some spikes which makes toxins to inject into the cells via the nuclear pores most of the time. Then some DNA, not as much as the cell, but still a lot. If you unroll it, it might be this much, about maybe 1 or 2 centimeters or something. And some other rings of DNA, which are much smaller, and some other structures. And it's a green block square. Viruses, in this case COVID, are just a blue Lego square block with spiked glycoprotein or some protein on top to open the nuclear pores so that the virus can fit through and make the cell make copies of each other. Some other proteins, and we'll see why they are important later. Oh, there are also some other proteins here. And so then there's an envelope, then inside that there's another cytoplasm or nucleoplasm, whatever you want to call it. Then some DNA, much less than even the bacteria. And it's a blue Lego square block. Infection is when either bacteria have killed cells with the toxins, or viruses have made cells create replicas of themselves, and kaboom, explode. COVID plus cell equals 6 cells. Brown Lego square blocks are 6 cells. Virus versus bacteria. Bacteria release toxins. Viruses are fragile. COVID is actually SARS-CoV-2. Severe acute respiratory syndrome. Coronavirus 2. Bacteria can be killed by viruses called bacteriophages, and those are used in medicine. COVID causes sickness, ocular attacks, vivid memories, infectious, denatured cells. Immunity is when cells have fought the disease and can kill it easily with memory cells, which I'm about to explain. Like learning a sport, after one time, it's easier, but you're still not the best in the whole world. The B cell finds an antigen. Antigens are these proteins here on top, which matches its receptors, and it waits until it's activated by helper T cell. Then it divides to produce plasma cells, which produce antibodies for that same type of invader. Ether cells, macrophages, prefer intruders marked with antibodies, and they eat loads of them. And it also splits into memory cells. And if the same intruder comes again, memory cells help activate the immune system. Help the immune system to activate faster. Smash! All of these can be different types of cell actually. Even this and this. They're the same type of block, but they're different blocks. That's why. Do you think this could happen? No. The cells won't be able to join unless some weird mutation occurs. And even then, the bacteria will be much smaller. Oh, this is bacteria and these are cells. So it will just swim away and attack the cells, and the cells will attack it, and it would all be weird. Main over. Okay, bye. No. Who forgot the wrestling match? I did. So, they will take it in this order. Virus, bacteria, cell, to announce their advantages. Let's say the virus has an advantage over bacteria. Then the claw would swipe at the bacteria and somehow, through some magical force, would the swipe be transmitted to one of the bacteria, which would get hurt really badly and would just die. The last one with any of them remaining is the winner! Who will win? It's virus's turn first. I can make bacteria's spikes and poison glands go away. And I can use them for myself. You never told me that. I don't think I was supposed to tell you. Whatever. Ow! Ooh. Let me emphasize that. I can kill bacteria very easily. And I can also kill cells. So. I can make cells create copies of myself and I can kill them, Double swipe! Yeah! Let me emphasize that I can kill bacteria very easily. Ow! Bacteria is out! Sometimes when the viruses attack me, it doesn't even work. Whee! Ow! Ooh! And I can kill them very easily. Ow! And when it's impossible for them to attack me, they attack themselves and kill themselves. Ow! Virus is out. Cell is the winner! Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Yay! I forgot about the big fall. It's time for 10 under 10, which if you don't know, it's 10 things that kids under 10 should know, but you can also listen in unless you have 10 years on the subject, in this case COVID-19. So, it's kind of about like cells, bacteria, and viruses, and COVID. Cells are the biggest by far of the lot, seriously. Cells know defensing. Fencing is a sport. Defense is something I thought defensing is a kind of sport. Bacteria are small. Bacteria use toxins to attack. Bacteria live on their own. Viruses are not technically alive and are also not technically dead. Viruses are smaller. Viruses can't live on their own. Viruses attack all the others. COVID is a respiratory variant. Variant just means virus. If you're wondering what this cabinet is, it's a cabinet full of resources for this episode and different episodes when they play. I think I can guess what's in here. Can you? There's some books in here. Yeah. This doesn't seem to be anything like what I guessed. No, this is definitely not what I guessed. It's still a really good book, The Science Encyclopedia. It has 2 parts in it, and it's packed with information and cool pictures and even jokes and short experiments. So, shall we check what's next? Just knew this would be here. Science Encyclopedia. No, well, not Science Encyclopedia. Hold Science and Technology, Cells, Heredity and Classification. Oh, just telling you, this is book C. You can take A, B, and C. They're all good. They're all about biology. They've got a lot of chapters. It's got much more information than this on a much smaller topic range, in a much smaller book with bigger experiments like snail racing. Who ever heard of snail racing? Oh wow, how did I do this? Snail racing is so fun, you have to do it. So, always remember, there are links in the description below. I have a few chores that are fun for you to do. Subscribe, hit the bell to get all the new videos. And check out the links in the description below. Here is a joke to leave you on a happy note. What does COVID mean? Doesn't mean anything you learn, doesn't mean this. CO is carbon monoxide. Oh, what? It means carbon monoxide video. CO is carbon monoxide, which is a kind of poisonous compound or molecule or atom, whatever you want to call it. And vid is video. Ha 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 ha. Remember, there are many links in the description below that you just have to check out. And finally, remember, you are never too young to